It began in the mid-1970s as an idea born of a core group of volunteers who recognized that working mothers needed information about quality childcare. Before the dawn of the personal computer, these women led the way, compiling information by hand and establishing the first childcare resource center in the San Fernando Valley. The Childcare Resource Center was incorporated in 1976, and Marge Morris became executive director. CCRC averaged 60 childcare referrals per month and provided subsidized assistance to 441 children. The 80s brought expansion into new areas such as the nutrition program, work-family partnerships, and funding to help recruit and train providers. As the decade came to a close, Lorraine Schrag became CCRC's second executive director. In the early 90s, CCRC expanded into the Antelope Valley and in 1994 was awarded a new Head Start contract to serve 300 children. By the late 90s, CCRC's subsidy programs were serving 1,500 children, and CCRC was granted funds for capacity development, infant-toddler trainings, and the Child Development Careers Project. By late 2000, CCRC's subsidy programs were serving 7,000 children, and in 2003, Lorraine Schrag retired, and Dr. Michael Olnick became CCRC's president and CEO. As the agency grew, so too grew our understanding of how CCRC could better leverage resources to impact the community by networking with other organizations as well as with volunteers. CCRC was named Nonprofit of the Year by the Valley Industry and Commerce Association. Our educational campaigns became part of our efforts to create a more interactive online presence with the public. We partnered with Kaboom to build a playground at the Osborne Head Start site, where, thanks to the generous support from several funders and the hard work of many dedicated volunteers, we were able to build a playground in one day. As the decade came to a close, CCRC launched a literacy campaign called What a Difference a Book Makes, whose goal was to collect 100,000 books for children in our service area. In 2010, CCRC staff developed an academy offering a variety of trainings to childcare professionals. We had a second event with Kaboom, where hundreds of volunteers joined CCRC in building an outdoor play space for children to learn and explore. Head Start had grown to serving 1,400 children. Later that year, CCRC's literacy campaign reached a milestone of over 180,000 books collected. 2011 marks CCRC's 35th year. We now have over 500 professional staff members working from 10 different locations. Our subsidy programs serve nearly 14,000 children every year. Our Head Start programs have impacted thousands of children, providing enriching experiences that promote their growth and development. For the past 35 years, Childcare Resource Center has provided quality, support, development, and education to tens of thousands of children, helping them become better prepared to reach the fullness of their potential.
Tell me, when did you forget? It's your life, what you gonna do? The world is watching you every day. The choices you make say what you are and who your heart beats for. It's an open door.
To those of you from whom the idea of a resource center for children and families was born, we thank you. You and all those who came after you will forever be a part of the fabric that is our history. To those of you who are a part of our present, we thank you. Your efforts have given us many of the reasons we celebrate today. To those of you that will be part of our tomorrows, we thank you for your willingness to join with us in bringing quality, support, development, and education to the next generation.
It's an open door. It's your life, what you gonna do? The world is watching you every day. The choices you make say what you are and who your heart beats for. It's an open door. It's your life. It's your life. Yeah.
Happy 35th, CCRC.